Home sales across Canada slowed last month. They tumbled roughly 4% in August, of course, reflecting the first full month of data after July's rate hike by the Bank of Canada. Shaun Cathcart, senior economist at the Canadian Real Estate Association, is here for some perspective on these numbers. Shaun, at the same time that we saw sales pull back, we did see an uptick, a small one, in home prices. What is the story that Canada's housing market is telling us right now on the supply side, on the interest rate side?
Sure. Well, for all the crisis talk out there, the resale market is actually pretty quiet and calm right now. Sales are kind of middling, a little below average. It's, new listings are middling, a little below average, so they're in balance. Still not a lot of overall supply out there. That's a slow-moving, lumbering stock variable that hit a record low a year ago, and it's still very low today, and which is why prices have been able to, it was a surprise to me, the rally in prices that we saw in April, May, and June. That's tapering off now, but we've now regained about 40% of the losses from peak to trough last year.
It's important that you kind of point that out, because in some ways we're trying to figure out what is a normal market. The pandemic was such, people were incentivized to move, and they did on such a large and incredible scale. And so now with kind of back to work, that's one factor. Immigration, that's another factor. Shortage is another factor. I mean, is all of this kind of showing up in the data?
I think a lot of it is churning away under the surface of the resale data. To go from 0% interest rates to a generational high was always sort of the scary scenario. But given the fact that we started off, white hot, the market's only just calmed down to sort of boring. And I think most of that drama is playing out in the rental space right now, and you're hearing those stories. As far as supply goes, we've been advocating for a number of years now that, the only way to get out of this is to build like we never have before. I know that there's a lot of purpose-built rental stock has already really taken off in the last 5 years. I think people don't know that. Most of the growth in new units coming on as coming from that space. In the ownership space has actually sort of been trending lower for about 20 years. So we need more of everything, and it's good to hear these announcements coming out that there's going to be some money thrown at it.
What is the effect going to be on prices, do you think, with some of these policies making its way through the system?
Right. Well, I mean, the inclination of some would be to say that, that policies like that might lower prices. I'd be inclined to say with the amount of demand that's out there and the lack of supply, and the CMHC saying we need 3.5 million additional homes over and above what we're going to build, which is already optimistic, by 2030, that the impact of policies like this might be that prices either don't go up as much or stay flat. I think the risk there is that prices still have legs here, and it's, for the next year, with interest rates, with the Bank of Canada probably at the top, but probably at the top for some time, that the resale market's going to sort of not do a lot this year. But looking longer term, we really have to get caught up on supply, or those market conditions are going to come back.
When you look geographically, what's the story telling you there?
Right. Well, I mean, the interest rate story is across Canada. So, I mean, it's been mostly synchronous from, as you pointed out, wild market during COVID to pretty quiet right now. Calgary's hanging in there pretty well, and they've got the advantage of a lot of people sort of migrating there again a decade later after so many people left. That's supporting their market, and they've also are doing better at building what people want, which, young millennials flowing into from their 20s to their 30s for 15 years now, and they're still coming, are looking for a place where they can put down roots and raise a family. And so, if a lot of other places that are building mostly small condos and purpose-built rentals, that's just not going to cut it for a lot of them.